Good morning, profitable traders. Welcome to today's market color session. Sorry, we started a bit late. Right, so for this segment of the market color session, I will be taking us through DXY, GBP, USD, and Euro USD. Right after that, CG, I beg your pardon, will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the end basket. I'd like to crave my indulgence. Can you share the link to this market color session so that this can get to as many people as possible and a lot of people can get to participate in what we have ongoing here. And if this is your first time joining me for the market color session, you're very much welcome. We do this every day, Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. respectively. So starting off with the X1 multi-time frame, we can see that. Thank you, Mr. Ope. We can see that price is, has been bullish overall, but coming here, we saw a slip of this liquidity all the way to the downside and down to the weekly time frame as seen right here. We are seeing even more push to the downside. And of course, after every expansion, we expect to see some retracement for the continuation of the sell on the X1 multi-time frame. On the weekly time frame, I beg your pardon, and down to the daily time frame, of course. We're seeing even more push to the upside. There are various points of interest as to where I want to see price retracing into before continuing the sell. Right, there's another block right here. It's still far because this is the daily time frame, of course, but of course there's another block right here that we may see price retracing all the way into and down to the 4-hour time frame. As seen right here, we can see that there was a point of interest that we've had for a period of time right here. Shoulder sweep break. All we wanted to see price was for price to return into this left shoulder, and we may see more push to the downside on the 4-hour time frame. Of course, price tapped into this left shoulder and we're seeing some reaction of that level. We may see the continuation of the sell, or we may see a box pattern failure, right? But of course, we're seeing some reaction of that level on the 4-hour time frame. And of course, I will be willing to jump into the sell, seeing that the one on the 4-hour time frame has already left me. I'll be willing to take positions when I see a break of this low at 98.575 on the 1-hour time frame. Once price breaks this low and I see some form of retracement, I will be willing to ride the sell of DXY. But until that happens, I'll just keep watching to see what the market does. And on the weekly monthly time frame for Euro USD, as seen right here, sorry, the chart is quite chaotic. On the monthly time frame for Euro USD, as seen right here, we're seeing that overall the move is to the downside. So a clear of this liquidity and price traded into some premium level. And on the weekly time frame also, keeping this most recent swing from point A to point B, we may see price retracing into 61.8% fib level, right? Retracing and selling off all the way to 61.8% fib level on the weekly time frame. Down to the daily time frame, it's pretty much, you're seeing that price formed a lower high right here, right? And we're seeing some push to the downside. We may see some reaction of 78.6% fib level on the daily time frame because price has traded into that level and we're seeing some reaction of that point. So we may see Euro USD gaining strength off that point on the daily time frame, and down to the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing a break of this very low right here. So fibbing this most recent swing, from point A to point B, we may see some retracement into 61.8% fib level. This level right here, there's a fair value gap, right? coinciding with 61.8% level. So we may see a buy all the way, just a retracement, of course, on the 4-hour time frame for Euro USD. And on the 1-hour time frame also, the 1-hour time frame, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much, I'm just waiting for a deep retracement on the 4-hour time frame. We want to see price retracing into those levels that we marked out, reiterating again, calling out the price point as to where we want to, as to where we are interested in, beg your pardon. So we fibbed from point A to point B on the 4-hour time frame, and we are looking now to buy Euro USD all the way to 61.8% fib level, coinciding with this fair value gap right here, and calling out the exact price point. I'm interested in buying Euro USD all the way to 1.17062. And of course, I won't just hop into the buy until I see a break of this high on the 1-hour time frame. Once this high is taken out and I see a retracement, I will be interested in the buy of Euro USD all the way to 1.17062. And let's see if we can spot the box pattern strategy on the much lower time frame for the entry of the buy. I really can't spot any yet, but once the high on 1-hour time frame that we marked out has been taken out, I will be interested in looking out for buy opportunities on Euro USD, short-term buy, of course. And as to my list being GBP USD, you can see that overall the direction is the downside, and all we saw is a sweep of this liquidity right here. And down to the weekly time frame, fibbing this most recent swing from point A to point B. All we want to see price do is for price to retrace into some discount level, 61.8% fib level, of course. And once price retraces into this level, I will be looking out for opportunities for buy opportunities on the weekly time frame. And down to the daily time frame, of course, we saw price retrace into 78.6% fib level. We saw a break of this low, not with so much momentum though. Then we saw that price failed to take out the high at 1.18303. And down to the 4-hour time frame, all we saw was the clear of this low, the low at 1.15558. And of course, fibbing this recent swing from point A to point B, we may see price retracing all the way to this fair value gap right here, coinciding with 61.8% fib level. I'm calling out the price point 1.17062. We may see price buying all the way to this level. And of course, the only time I will be interested in taking the buy on Euro USD.
Euro USD or GBP USD. You've done it twice.
Beg your pardon for that interruption. All right, so we may see price retracing into 1.17062 on the 1-hour time frame. And of course, I will be interested in taking the buy opportunity for GBP, for GBP USD, right? Once I see price taking out this very high right here, the high right here, this candle closed above, of course, and you're seeing some retracement, right? Price retraced a bit at this very point. So this high has been taken out and this retracement has happened. I will be willing to take the buy of GBP USD of this point all the way to 1.35051. And of course, I will also look out to see if there's a classic box pattern for a buy. I've spotted a shoulder at 1.133548. There's a sweep right here. All I want to see is for price to break above this very high right here. And once price breaks above and returns to this left shoulder, I'm interested in taking the buy of GBP USD. Beg your pardon. Yeah, I just figured. Right. So if you have questions at this point or a different bias from what has been analyzed, please type in the chat box and we'll be seeing what you are seeing together. Or if you have questions, if you have a different bias so far, please kindly type in the chat box. And while we're still doing that, TBC Abuja is this Saturday. We're just a few days away at the Pearl Jabi Lake, 9 a.m. prompt. If you're here to register, the website for registering is valueflowtrading.com/TBC. And you can chat us up on 081 60 99 50 30 for more information on how to go about it. If there are no questions, we're going on a very brief break. And right after that, CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket. Cheers and God bless.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the market call for today. We're excited to have you all here joining us for today's market call. So we're going to be proceeding with the market call as we look out GBP. You're looking at gold against the dollar and then the yen pairs. These are the pairs we have in focus for today's market call. All right, so let's move straight into gold analysis. Looking at gold right now, you can see that after the massive sell-off on gold, all the way to the downside. Right now, looking at the price is getting some support around here. And this could engineer a retracement before the continuation to the downside. So let's look on the lower time frame and see what are the possibilities and where would price possibly get to before selling to the downside. Now, looking at the last swing or the last clearance and most obvious swing here on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that price swung from here all the way to the downside. That was on Monday. And right now, price is back to the order block that started that sweep to the downside, and it could possibly continue selling off from there, except it wants to give a deeper retracement, which at this point is not looking very certain that price will want to do that. So let's keep watching to see what happens on the lower time frame. Now, if we move to the 1-hour time frame, you would also notice notice that this was a clear swing to the downside because structure was broken from here all the way to the downside, and now price has created liquidity on its way upward, trying to fill up this fair value gap right here on the 1 hour time frame, which it has done so. So at this point on gold, we're expecting a sell. We're expecting the sell to continue from here because price has gotten to the point of interest that we are seeing right here, which is this fair value gap. Okay, sorry about that. So we are right, yeah, we're good to go. So we can continue on the analysis for today. So um looking at what we have on the 1 hour time frame on gold, I'll just restate what I said earlier. We're looking forward to the retracement to come to an end right here at the fair value gap and a continuation to the downside. This is what we're looking out for on the 1 hour time frame of gold against the dollar. So we're expecting a sell-off from here all the way to the downside, except if price wants to give a deeper retracement on the daily time frame, which we do not really expect to happen. But if that happens, then we can go back and reanalyze our positions to see where price is going to. All right. So for now, on gold, we're expecting further sales to the downside. So looking at the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that price has just made this price has been stalling around this place. We're expecting it to break out from here to the downside. So I would want to see price break these levels, and then I'll start looking for a sell. First level I would want to see price break is right here. If I see price break this level to the downside, then I'll be looking for a sell of gold to the downside. So I'll just keep watching so that I don't get my hands burnt while trying to take a trade. As you can see, this has been ranging. I would want to wait for it to break here, and then I'll take my entry to the direction I've analyzed for. All right, so that's that on gold. Now let's move over to the yen basket. Now for the yen basket, if you remember, we've been following it up, breaking one liquidity point after the other. We said the next target is right here. So we're waiting for it to retrace and then sell off. So we started selling off asset this week. It's resumed back and started buying a little more. So we can also look at the 4 hour time frame to see. And right. So here on the 4 hour time frame, it looks like a bit of a confusion or a confused setup right here on the yen basket. It looks as though it's not done with the retracement, even though we saw this break of structure right here that showed us that price would possibly be selling, but it started buying back. But overall, I'm still expecting the yen baskets to continue selling. So now that it's buying, we can see that it's getting closer to a premium zone on the buy swing, or sorry, on the sell swing. So we should be expecting another round of sell to the downside. So for the yen basket, I'm expecting it to start selling any moment from now, seeing where price is at the moment. So I'll just be looking out for a sell-off on the yen basket. So once I see any sign of a sell on the yen basket, I'll be taking it right away. All right, now let's look at how that is going to imply on GBP, GBP JPY and Euro JPY. Now for GBP JPY, you can see that price is looking stock. It's looking stocked around this level, just like euro, just like the yen basket. You can see this kind of moves. If you go on the lower time frame, like the 1 hour, you see that it has been very chaotic, no clear direction until yesterday when it started selling. Okay, so it's best you watch these kind of things and then factor in what you're going to do. So you're not just following the tide of the market, but you're following your own strategy on what you're expecting to happen. For GBP just like the GN basket, we're expecting it to continue buying. All right, it has gotten to this good place right here, which is like an order block here, and then it's a mid-range order block though. So we're expecting it to continue buying from here, moving to the upside. On the 4 hour time frame, you can also see it has filled up this fair value gap. We're expecting it to also buy from here all the way to the upside. So any moment from now, I'm expecting a buy on GBP JPY and I'm expecting it to continue trading to the upside. The only reason why I would expect another sell of GBP JPY to the downside is because of this box pattern right here. This place being our left shoulder, and we would expect maybe price to trade all the way here. So this is the setup here. If price for any reason trades to this level here, then we'll be looking for a GBP JPY buy to the upside. Okay, so if price trades further downward, then we'll know this is the target. Then we'll be taking a buy from here to the upside. If not, then where price currently is a good place to buy. So I'm looking for a buy on GBP JPY. Now, I was looking at this level here. I want to see a clear break of structure. I want to see price close above here, all right, on the 15 minutes time frame. So long as price closes above this place, I'll be taking my GBP JPY buy. All right. For now, it has not closed above. All right. So this is what I mean by closing above. I would want to see the candle close above this level. Here is just showing a wick. So if I see a candle close above this level, then I'll be taking my buy on GBP JPY. But until then, I'll just keep watching. So if I see something like this, candle close above, return here, I'll be taking my buy of GBP JPY all the way to this level here. This is where trading is to, somewhere around here. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm looking out for on GBP JPY. So I hope you are also observing this on your own charting platform. So if you have TradingView, there's a free version, there's a paid version of TradingView. So you can take the free one until you need something else for the paid one. So you can go and replicate this, set your alarms, and watch out for GBP JPY, and let's see what happens when price finally breaks that level, and we could possibly be taking a buy on GBP JPY from there. Okay, so that is that on GBP JPY. Now, finally, on Euro JPY, I'm expecting pretty much the same thing, but let me run you through the top down. Now, looking at it on the higher time frame, consider it gave a quite decent retracement, sold off all the way to this level right here. Now we're expecting to buy, but then for Euro JPY's case, I'm expecting to see a clear reversal pattern first. I'm not just going to jump on Euro JPY's buy, because many times if you jump on the buy like this, it's going to burn you. So I would wait for a clear reversal pattern. I told you about the reversal pattern on Monday, so you can go and watch the Monday video and see the reversal patterns I explained. So if we see a reversal pattern on Euro JPY, then we'll start looking for a buy entry signature on Euro JPY. But until then, we'll just stay out on Euro JPY and watch what the market is doing before we take our trade. Okay, so these are the biases that I have for the pairs that I've analyzed for gold. I've shown you what you're expecting to see on gold. All right, so here on gold, we're expecting to see it break this level here, and then we could consider it for a sell. Okay, and then for GBP, for the end basket generally, we said we're expecting it to, or from the 4-hour time frame right here. Okay, we said it's in a good place to continue selling, so we're expecting it to keep selling to the downside. And then for GBP JPY, we're expecting it to buy, but before we buy, we're expecting to break this level here and close above before we start looking for a buy. And finally, for gold, for Euro JPY, we're expecting to see a reversal signature on 1-hour time frame. So a reversal candlestick pattern or a reversal candlestick pattern is what we're expecting on Euro JPY, and then we'll be taking it all the way to the upside. So these are the pairs that we've looked at, and this is what we're looking out for. So we hope everyone is able to get clear direction on these pairs and be able to take good trades in these directions. Okay, so thank you very much everyone who joined today's market color. Like we've announced, if you want to learn to trade and apply these strategies in your own various trading, whether you're trading synthetics, whether you're trading FX or commodity pairs, make sure you sign up for the Forex Bootcamp, where we're going to teach you how to trade these pairs, and then you're going to learn how to apply the strategies we've taught you into other pairs, and you'll be able to create a good trading system for yourself. Okay, so if you're interested in that, make sure you sign up for the FX Bootcamp training so that we can get you signed up immediately. Okay, thank you very much once again for your Traders Bootcamp Abuja is coming up this weekend on Saturday, so make sure you're there. And if you want to have a private session for like a meet and greet, please make sure you also send us a DM. We'll send you all the details for the meet and greet. It's coming up on Saturday, 9 a.m. Pearl, Jabi Lake Mall, or Jabi Lake, Jabi, Abuja. Make sure you attend. Meet and greet is on Friday. Friday evening. So let's make sure we do all the needful in this series of events we're having this week. We're doing all this so that we can connect with you more and we can share more with you, so that we're not just online, we're also physically around for you to have access to us and the information we bring in. Okay. So for streaming online, we have not made any provision for that yet. So make sure you're available on site. But if you're not maybe within the city of Abuja, then possibly we could make some provisions available. But for now, there is no streaming provision made available until it's been decided. All right. So thank you very much, everyone who joined today's Market Color. We're pleased and we're always thrilled to have you all join the Market Color every morning, and that motivates us to keep going. Until we meet again by 2 p.m. GMT+1, wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers and God bless.